Now on CoastTV News.
Freezing temperatures expected to take over Delmarva this week. How people on the coast are dealing with it.
Housing the homeless, that's the focus on some nonprofits in Georgetown as temperatures, they are dropping dangerously low.
A change to your beach day. Lewis eyeing a parking permit system. How much that could cost.
And tonight, a little bit of snow this way may fall. We'll talk about a flurry of snow along the beaches, quickly followed by even colder air for the next 2 days in a row.
This is CoastTV News at 5.
A live look into Dover at dangerous cold. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 5. We begin tonight with the frigid temperatures all across Delmarva.
The terrible cold comes on the heels of lingering snow and ice. Coast TV reporter Zakia Jennings shows us how people are dealing with these brutal temperatures.
Snow beginning to fall over Milton's fishing pier again. But the people in Sussex County are finding different ways to cope. Ivan Green is a truck driver who delivers medical supplies. He says gloves are his best friend in this weather.
They're two-layered. It's the bottom layer and the top layer. The top layer keeps the moisture off and the bottom layer keeps me warm.
Sherry Puda walks 15 to 20 miles every day, even in the cold.
I usually put a turtleneck on. I have actually 4 layers on today, 2 sweaters and a winter coat here.
Her biggest piece of advice for those finding ways to cope with the winter conditions is to wear multiple layers of clothing. So it's very clear whether you're making deliveries, stopping at a grocery store, or just taking your daily walk, people all over Sussex County are finding different ways to stay warm and deal with these freezing temperatures. In Milton, I'm Zakia Jennings, Coast TV News.
And this brings us right into our Coast TV poll. We want to know, what is your top cold weather struggle?
Let's take a look at the results so far. 21% say staying warm, 3% say defrosting car, 36% say high power bills, and 40% say the bad roads, sidewalks. Can I say all of the above?
I mean, all of the above, but I'm in the minority here. I hate how long it takes to defrost your car. You're cold in there. You want to get where you're going.
Yeah.
You're just freezing behind the wheel. If you want to go vote in this, you can. Go to coasttvnews.com or use the Coast TV mobile app. And we're going to take a live look outside into the Laurel area right now as we check in with the man who needs to weigh in on all this, our First Alert Chief Meteorologist, Paul Williams.
Well, Charlie, since the cold is making you miserable, allow me to make your week. I mean, take a look at Wednesday morning. It's going to feel like 7 in Lewis, Rehoboth, Dewey Beach at 7:30 in the morning. Cut to the chase. It's going to feel like 2 in Seaford, 5 in Delmar. Then Thursday, it's going to feel a little better. 10, 13, 14, somewhere in that range for Thursday morning. Friday morning, we're back to feeling like 11 degrees. And then we go back to being cold again for Saturday morning, single digits. So we are in the midst of this cold snap, and it continues to snap off on us continuously. We see the evidence of the cold really not allowing much in the way of snow to melt. We've done well in managing the roads, to be quite honest. But now we have a little more snow that's on the way, possibly a quarter of an inch to possibly 1 3/4, because we're looking for some snow to hit right around 8 to 11 o'clock tonight. The amount that we're looking for, just about a ½ inch in most areas, but heavier towards Fenwick Island and Ocean City. We'll talk more about this in more detail coming up in our full forecast. Till then, back to you, Charlie.
Thank you, Paul. As temperatures drop, local nonprofits are working to help the homeless find shelter. One of those organizations is Higher Ground in Georgetown. Today, the town granted the organization overnight emergency shelter status. Lou Hernandez, the director, says everybody deserves a warm place to sleep in these conditions.
We don't want to see someone that we know from the homeless community die and there's something that could have been done to ensure that they be safe. They are residents, whether anybody likes it or not. They are all residents of this area, of this town.
The emergency status went into effect at 4 p.m. today. It'll end at 4 p.m. on Friday.
Airbnb has changed the way many people travel, offering short-term rentals in big cities, but also small towns that might not have hotels.
Milton is one of those places, and tonight the town is expected to take a closer look at the rules and the regulations surrounding short-term rentals.
Joining us live in Milton is Coast TV News reporter Brendan Conroy. Brendan, you're outside an Airbnb in Milton right now.
Maddie and Charlie, take a look at this. I'm outside the Charleston of Milton. This is one of those Airbnbs that people from out of town can come stay, enjoy the small businesses, enjoy the Milton area. And the owner told us this is one of those popular spots that gets filled up quickly in those busier months. But the Milton Planning and Zoning Commission is meeting tonight to discuss any possible regulations, send out a study so they can get word from people about what they want to see, if any restrictions at all. And we spoke with someone in Milton who says this is great. These Airbnbs are great for the revenue and small businesses.
I think you just got to look towards the future, put the past behind and move forward. I think it's good things, and hopefully it'll bring more opportunities to the community.
We're going to be at the meeting at 6:30, so we'll bring you all the updates and the outcomes of tonight's meeting. Live in Milton, Brendan Conroy, Coast TV News.
Thank you, Brendan. It's a busy night for planning and zoning in Milton. Also on the agenda, a proposal for a new fast food restaurant in town. Developers want to build a Dairy Queen on Broadkill Road. It already has a number of new businesses built in that area. We've also reported Dunkin' Donuts could go next door if approved.
A relaxing day at the beach that could soon be a little more expensive in Lewis. The city is weighing a proposal to create a paid permit parking system for non-metered streets near Lewis Beach. Now, the proposal is a $100 fee for permits for this season. That's for locals, $250 per person per season for visitors.
I think it's necessary because when I've been in town, see notes on cars on the streets with no meters, and the owner of the home can't even get out of their own driveway.
If approved, the permit parking system would be put in place in summer 2026.
New today, Matt Meyer was sworn in as the 76th governor of Delaware. It was a ceremony that was forced inside due to extreme cold conditions. Former Newcastle County executive takes over from Bethany Hall Long, who served for 2 weeks after Governor Carney became mayor of Wilmington. Meyer defeated Hall Long in a heated primary in 2024. Meyer took the oath of office this morning, and then Delaware's new governor addressed the audience.
Delaware is my community, my family, my land of possibility. It's often said that we're a state of neighbors. We're close-knit here. We have to be. As the lieutenant governor said, we're only 96 miles north to south, and we like it that way.
Meyer's first executive order signed today was about establishing apprenticeship programs.
The first full day of the second Trump administration was a busy one. President Trump has been moving swiftly to enact his campaign promises, especially on immigration and pardoning January 6th rioters. NBC's Alice Barr shows us how we're seeing the effects of his agenda already.
On his first full day in office, President Trump attending a prayer service at Washington National Cathedral and meeting with lawmakers at the White House as his day one executive orders begin taking effect. Overnight, criminal defendants in the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol started walking out of jails and stripping off surveillance. After the president pardoned roughly 1,500 rioters, including those convicted of assaulting police officers. Former officer Michael Fanone was beaten defending the Capitol and testified before the January 6th committee, today seeking a protective order, saying his family has been threatened and harassed.
My thoughts are on protecting myself and members of my family.
President Trump also taking sweeping executive action on immigration, including ending the right to citizenship for people born in this country to undocumented parents. Close to 20 Democratic attorneys general already suing to block the move, citing long-held constitutional protections.
We'll see. We think we have very good grounds. People have wanted to do this for decades.
The president ordering the border sealed, the wall finished, and forcing migrants seeking asylum in the U.S. to wait in Mexico. Appointments that were set for today now canceled.
que traigo mis niños.
As asylum seekers learned a processing app stopped working.
I know the risk crossing illegally, and that's why we wanted to wait and cross legally.
What we're saying is enter the legal way, but then we're going to destroy any legal pathways.
Amid questions about his ties to tech industry giants, President Trump today announcing more private sector investment in AI infrastructure. A busy start with signs of what's ahead in the new Trump term. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
The Trump administration is also pushing ahead to fill cabinet positions. Former Senator Marco Rubio becoming the first to be confirmed unanimously as Secretary of State. Still ahead, another case of bird flu on Delmarva, this time in Dorchester County. What this could mean for the economy and why people need to take extra precaution.
And the wind chills are about to plummet near zero for the next couple of mornings in a row. More on the cold and a bit of snow late tonight coming up.
But first, a rare storm in the south being described as a generational winter storm event. That is up next.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda from the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
When I got to the office, I found myself just a little bit out of focus. When I was signing documents, I found that I couldn't even sign my name. And then I stumbled a little bit. And my assistant, Becky Roberts, said, "You don't look well." And I said, "No, I'm okay, just tired." And then she said, "If you don't go to the ER, I'm gonna call Rebecca, my wife." I said, "Okay." And the way I was treated was exactly the way we treat anybody else who comes to the ER with a stroke. CAT scan first, vital signs, and then patient room right away. And then literally within minutes, the Jefferson neurologist was already online with our teleneurology system. Minutes count. And having a neurologist there to see everything makes a huge difference. Healthcare is more and more a team sport. BB Healthcare and what we are and what we're becoming. And our relationship with Jefferson not only saved my life, but made sure that I have minimal impact, that I'm able to live my life and continue doing what I do for a long time.
Ready to have some fun? Yeah! Somebody's having a night tonight.
I love this win. Tuesday at 7 on CoastTV.
The competition heats up.
Ain't no party like a Jeopardy party.
The Jeopardy Champions Wild Card Tournament begins.
All bets are off. Anything can happen.
Tuesday at 7:30 on CoastTV.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda from the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
This is Coast TV News at 5.
We are very focused on staying hyper-local here at Coast TV, but this is one of those rare exceptions where I need to show you what's going on somewhere else because it's a once-in-a-lifetime situation. Throughout the Deep South, this is Houston along the I-10 corridor. They have extreme cold warnings and concerns for blizzards along the storm system. From Mississippi, Hattiesburg, these are places where I used to work, particularly when I was covering Hurricane Katrina, and throughout Hattiesburg, all the way over towards basically the Atlanta area. Winter storm warnings rampant throughout the entire southeast, and this storm is so big it even reaches as far north, as Chincoteague, where we're going to be on the outer edge of this, dealing with a winter weather advisory, not a storm. But in the Deep South, a once-in-a-generation winter storm is sweeping across the southeastern United States. As Lee Waldman reports, officials are telling residents stay inside and stay off the roads.
Snow blanketing places from Lake Charles, Louisiana to Houston, Texas. For the first time ever, the National Weather Service issuing a blizzard warning along the Gulf Coast because of heavy snow and strong wind gusts.
For the last day or two, a lot of people have asked me, is this really happening? Louisiana, this is definitely happening.
Wind chills Tuesday morning dropped into the teens for much of the Gulf Coast with single-digit values in northern Texas. Officials warning people to heat their homes in safe ways.
Do not use your gas or electric stoves or ovens to heat your homes. A gas oven can lead to carbon monoxide poisoning. Electric ovens are not designed to heat your home.
The system is a generational winter storm event, the National Weather Service said Monday, and urged those along its path to take it seriously.
Most folks really should prepare to batten down the hatches for the next few days and to plan to stay put, stay off the road, stay put. You know, as the mayor said, this is one of those things that the weather experts are telling us is unprecedented for Houston.
More than 2,300 flights have been canceled into or out of the U.S. early Tuesday, most of those coming from Texas and Louisiana, according to flight tracking website FlightAware. Schools across the Deep South were closed or moved online Tuesday, from Texas to Florida. I'm Lee Waldman reporting.
And just to kind of help you understand, this is a part of the country that's accustomed to the heat, but not this kind of cold and definitely no kind of snow. So we'll continue to keep a monitoring eye on this. And we'll talk about our own possibility of snow that's coming up in your forecast by 8 o'clock tonight. I'll give you the details coming up.
Johnny Janosic knows that home is where family memories are made. Family owned and operated for over 70 years. We offer the best brands of furniture and mattresses at the guaranteed lowest prices. Experience the difference at Johnny Janosic.
Start something new at McGee Motors.
Start an adventurous Jeep Grand Cherokee, now just $259 a month. Start something powerful. Durango GT Plus is just $289 a month.
Start something big. Ram Bighorn is $339 a month. Or get a Ram 2500 Tradesman, now up to $15,000 off.
Or start something legendary. 4x4 Jeep Wrangler Sport is now just $189 a month.
At McGee Motors in Georgetown, a family tradition since 1948.
Hi, I'm Bill Whaley, inventor of the Porch Protection System. I want to talk a little bit about the extra space that can be created with the Porch Protection System. You can use that extra space for exercise equipment, pets, children, fireplaces. It's all marine grade materials. They're really easy to roll up and down. It also holds heat and air conditioning equally well. Start creating that extra space at your house today.
Call or visit porchprotection.com for your free quote.
Happy New Year from the dealership that puts you, the customer, first in everything we do. First State Chevrolet in Georgetown.
Rates as low as 2.4% and $2,000 off on this new 2025 Chevy Silverado.
Save over $3,000 on this 2024 Chevrolet Blazer. Sales, service, parts, body shop, and towing all in one convenient location in Georgetown, 1 mile north of the DMV.
We're First State Chevy in Georgetown, where we put you, the customer, first. Together, let's drive.
It's the final days of the in-store warehouse clearance sale. Get up to 70% off store-wide, plus take an extra 10% off everything. And get no interest till 2027. But it all ends Monday at Johnny Janosic.
Inaugural Balls 2025. All the pomp, all the gowns, all the entertainment, all the hoopla, and Trump's first full day in office. Next in Sun Edition.
Today at 5:30 on Coast TV.
Stay ahead of our ever-changing coastal climate with the Coast TV First Alert Weather Team. Our team is always at work to deliver the accurate forecasts you need. With us, the weather is more than a forecast. It's a part of life. Download the Coast TV News app on your Apple or Android devices.
We are set to pick up some snow later tonight, particularly after 8 o'clock, but the main focus still has to be on the crazy cold that we're going to have to deal with here and really throughout the entire nation. We started off in the teens for the morning lows, and here's where we are right now. 19, Milton, 19 in Seaford, as well as Delmarva and Salisbury, 18 right now in Redden. Now, just so you'll know, we're 7 degrees colder in Salisbury than we were 24 hours ago, 8 degrees cooler as you look more so to the south of it. Cold weather advisory is in effect for all of Sussex until Wednesday lunchtime, meaning that we're watching out for the wind chill factor to fall to 5 or below as a result of the Arctic air that's in place. On top of that, freezing spray advisory, Slaughter Beach, Broadkill Beach, Lewis, Rehoboth, all the way down towards Bayview, Ocean View, Fenwick Island, watching out for the possibility of freezing to kind of coat anything that the water would hit. And we actually have a winter weather advisory for Chincoteague, actually, and it's part of that bigger system that's causing problems in the Deep South. This is kind of the outer edge or the front tip of that spear. High pressure is control of our weather and it's helping to pour in some cold air coming in from the north. So we're looking for that icy situation to continue to stay that way. Icy and a situation. Here's a look at our expectations for tonight. Remember I said about 8 o'clock we're watching out for a chance of snow. Our forecasting models are pretty strong with snow expected for Bethany Beach, Fenwick Island, Ocean City. Not everybody, but right in this cluster area is what we're expecting, because this is the backside of a bigger system that's pushing through. It's going to kind of brush by us until late tonight, and then it'll carry out of the way. So you could be in Ellendale, Milton, or even Lewis and not see a bit of snow. But the folks in Fenwick Island, Ocean City, yeah, they're going to pick up some snowfall. In fact, as you take a look at the amounts that we're expecting, overall, we're looking at possibly up to an inch for us in Ocean City, Berlin, Selbyville, Fenwick Island, about 3/4 of an inch of snow. So once again, it kind of depends on where you are. And as we take a look at this even more detail here, Ocean Pines, Berlin, Newark, Snow Hill, Pocomoke City. That's the main area in Ocean City. We're expecting for the possibility of snow picking up at 8 o'clock, sticking around until about, let's say, midnight, and then it'll pull out of the way. Now we focus on the big story. And that, my friend, is just how cold it's going to stay. 2 degrees is what it's going to feel like Wednesday morning. Thursday morning, it's going to feel like 9 and 10, 11 degrees. Then we're going to look for it continue to stay very cold for the next few days in a row. So as you take a look at our expectations from Chincoteague to Assateague, 26 for the high, then we warm to the 30s. Same holds true for us actually in Fenwick Island and Ocean City. We'll warm to just above freezing by Thursday and Friday. Warm to just above freezing. You caught that, right? Same holds true for us in Lewis. High of only 22 degrees for Wednesday. So tonight, a quick flurry. Wind chills of 5 to 14. Tomorrow, sun to clouds, but an icy air is going to stay in play for us. Then for Thursday, a cold start, mostly sunny, feeling just a little bit better, but not by much. We stay cold as you take a look at the extended forecast, but we will finally get some relief over this weekend.
Paul, an update on bird flu across Delmarva. A broiler flock in Dorchester County now is tested positive. According to the Department of Agriculture, this is the first broiler flock presumptive positive in Dorchester County. Positive cases have shown up in snow geese. It's very deadly for birds. Humans, not so much. The Dorchester County Health Department says it's a very low risk for humans to contract it, but if they do, it's similar to a mild case of the flu.
What we're encouraging people, if you have a backyard flock or if you're a hunter, to use gloves, to wear a mask, to wash your hands a lot.
When a commercial or broiler flock tests positive for bird flu, farms have to be depopulated and sterilized, a process that takes anywhere from 2 to 6 months. The University of Maryland says farmers might be compensated, but oftentimes it is not enough to continue to run their farm, and it poses an economic hardship.
Coming up, improving pedestrian safety in Georgetown, action that's being taken right now. Stay tuned on Coast TV News at 5.
Secondhand smoke lingers for hours. And it's killed almost 3 million people since 1964. When you smoke in the house, everyone in the house smokes. So, take it outside. Visit takeitoutside.de.org.
Sponsored by Patio Systems, where integrity is the pillar of our craft.
Give your backyard a cozy enhancement with Patio Systems in Lewis, Delaware. Integrity is the pillar of our craft. With quality craftsmanship to transform your yard or deck into a custom oasis, providing you comfort all year round. Take control of the elements with the Shore's best selection of pergolas, retractable awnings, screen and glass enclosures, and a wide selection of modern decking and railing systems personalized your way. For exceptional workmanship at reasonable prices, contact Patio Systems, your backyard living specialist. Locally owned and operated since 2001.
If you're looking for a reliable pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you won't want to miss out on Preston Ford's Surplus Sell-Off. We still have over 1,000 new Fords and pre-owned vehicles waiting on our lot for you. Our Ford Blue Advantage inventory is bigger than ever and packed with benefits. You can buy confidently knowing our Ford Blue Advantage inventory goes through 139 points of inspection by certified technicians. Plus, comes with a 90-day, 4,000-mile comprehensive limited warranty. Check out our entire inventory online at PrestonFord.com. Join us at the Surplus Sell-Off sales event at Preston Ford. Cars cost less in Preston.
Hi, I'm Warren Rosenfeld from Rosenfeld's Jewish Deli. When the weather turns colder, it's comfort food that we crave, and that brings you back to Rosenfeld. Warm up with any of our 5 homemade soups, all made daily. Try one of our hot Reubens or dig into a steaming corned beef sandwich. And don't forget all of our 1/3 pound, 12-inch hot dog creations. We're open in Rehoboth and Salisbury all winter long for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Our South Bethany and our new Ocean City location reopened this spring. At any of our 4 locations, we hope to feed you soon.
You may think your home's crawl space is okay, but chances are it's not. Mold, pests, and rotting beams can all cause problems for your home and for your family. The good news is your home's crawl space problems can be fixed permanently, so you and your family can rest easy. Because crawl space problems won't get better with time, but they will get better with us. Call Dry Zone today for your free estimate.
Brought to you by Dry Zone, your local crawl space experts.
Biking and walking improvements in Georgetown are up for discussion tonight. DelDOT is looking for feedback on the current pedestrian safety conditions in the town at a public workshop. Attendees can review project materials and ask questions. That's going until 6:30, so you have a little bit more time at the Georgetown Public Library.
In health news, the Department of Justice is suing Walgreens, accusing the pharmacy giant of knowingly dispensing millions of unlawful prescriptions, including opioid pills. The DOJ also claims pharmacists were pressured to fill scripts without taking the time to confirm their validity. In a statement, Walgreens says it stands behind its pharmacists and looks forward to defending them.
Coming up tonight on the Delmarva Sports Network at 6, live Bayside Conference boys basketball when Y-High takes on Snow Hill. And at 10:30, we have all the action on the final score. And on DSN Plus at 5:45, it's Henlopen Conference boys basketball, Laurel and Woodbridge. At 6, ECAC girls hoops when Delmarva Christian visits Salisbury Christian. And at 6:30, more Henlopen Conference boys basketball. We'll be right back.
Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar in Rehoboth Beach is Delaware's premier restaurant. Located in Rehoboth Gateway, Blue Coast features indoor and outdoor dining and serves beautiful, simple food that highlights the coastal flavors of southern Delaware. With chef-inspired daily specials, an award-winning wine list, and an extensive list of ales and cocktails, Blue Coast is the perfect place for a night out or celebrate any occasion in our private library dining space. Blue Coast Rehoboth, open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner with plenty of free parking. See you soon.
Warm spring days are right around the corner, and Tyndall's has everything you need to create your own outdoor getaway. Browse the latest in outdoor furniture styles arriving now. Planning an outdoor oasis? Visit our showrooms in Laurel and Lewis to custom order for spring and summer arrival. Shop the best manufacturers like Polywood, Casual Comfort, and Telescope, all proudly made in the USA. In-stock furniture is on sale now. We can hold it until spring or take advantage of our white glove delivery service. Tyndall's Casual Furniture, Delmarva's outdoor furniture experts.
Uncomfortable at home? Cold floors and drafts starting to feel unbearable? DryTech specializes in transforming crawl spaces into clean, dry, and energy-efficient environments by sealing out moisture and enhancing air quality. They create a home that's healthier, more comfortable, and efficient year-round.
Say goodbye to freezing pipes, wasted energy, and discomfort. Our expert solutions provide peace of mind and long-lasting comfort for every season.
And we're here for your next crawl space project. Have you DryTech yet?
Growing up is hard to do. Pressures surrounding teenagers often lead to risky behaviors, drug and alcohol use, and even mental illness. It's vitally important to teach them how to recognize their own triggers. Teen Intervene is an evidence-based program proven to reduce risky alcohol and drug use in kids aged 12 to 19 through confidential therapy sessions. Community Behavioral Health is here to help with virtual, in-person, or in-school sessions. Free to Worcester County teens. Open the door for a conversation with your child. Call Community Behavioral Health.
Come out for the Delmarva Shorebirds Hot Stove Banquet, Thursday, January 30th at the Wicomico Youth and Civic Center. Get your tickets today, which includes a buffet-style dinner and your opportunity to meet Orioles manager Brandon Hyde. Plus, there'll be a cash bar and silent auction with sports memorabilia from your favorite MLB and minor league teams. Proceeds benefit the Shorebirds Fly Together Fund. Tickets available now at theshorebirds.com.
Our umbrella giveaway winner, Barry Moshinsky of Rehoboth Beach. Congratulations, courtesy of Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling. Now, you can keep up with your forecast by calling our weather line, 443-880-9100. Sponsored by the law offices of Brockstedt, Mandelis, and Federico. Here's a look at your exclusive 10-day forecast. Listen, we're dealing with cold conditions for the next 2 mornings in a row, so we got to shake that off before we finally recover over the weekend.
Paul, thank you, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 5.
For more news, for more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
Inside Edition is up next.
And we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 6. Have a great evening.